the war against Libya and Colonel Gaddafi. Libya was one of the largest oil producers in the world, and Muammar al-Gaddafi wanted to trade the oil in euros instead of US dollars. In fact, Gaddafi was trying to make an African currency linked to the oil, just as the Federal Reserve US petrodollar. The result would be a weaker dollar, and that didn't suit the Illuminati's elite bankers. The devil has come to steal, kill, and destroy. And the elite bankers were thinking, how can we steal the oil value, kill Gaddafi, and destroy Libya without looking bad? And this is how they did it. CIA invented, trained, and funded, and weaponized some terrorist organizations in Libya, which began bombing the local population. Of course, General Gaddafi reacted promptly by shooting back at the terrorists, which government wouldn't? Immediately, all media told the world that the evil Gaddafi had gone mad and was killing off his own people, and emphasized the importance of stopping such a criminal and save the poor Libyan population from such a psychopath. And you know the rest. America, supported by NATO, went in and bombed Gaddafi and Libya back to the Middle Age. And of course, they offered no help to the poor Libyan population. Hello? I used to travel to Libya many times in 2007 in conjunction with my job, and what I saw told a very different story about Gaddafi and the general Libyan population. The truth is that Gaddafi loved his country. In fact, he loved the people more than any other African political leader I've ever seen. He brought electricity, infrastructure, and clean drinking water for everybody in Libya. He used the oil money to build family houses for all families in Libya. Gaddafi's own family was forced to live in tents until everybody in Libya had a roof over their head. Gaddafi wanted to show the people that he loved them as much as his own family. Gaddafi built schools, hospitals, and universities with free admittance, and if a family needed a car, a government grant of 5,000 US dollars was given to families upon request. Before the Illuminati-sponsored terrorist groups began their harassment, there was peace and tranquility in Libya, and the general population was happy. I remember one day in a restaurant in Tripoli, we had been eating for about 100 US dollars, and the Visa card machine didn't work. But the restaurant personnel told us that we shouldn't bother, and that I could come back next day and pay the bill. What? Let me tell you the truth. I have visited most of the major countries in Africa, and I've learned that when it comes to money, there's no trust, no friendliness at all. In other African countries, I would have been escorting to the nearest ATM immediately. They would have been jumping up and down until the bill was settled. Libya is Muslim, and although strict Sharia laws were in force, General Gaddafi did what he could for the people, and the general population loved him for it. Let me tell you the truth, Gaddafi did more for the Libyan people than any US government has ever done for the American people. Coronavirus. As a part of the ID 2020 United Nations agenda and the depopulation program, Illuminati has created a crisis which has locked down all the nations worldwide. And the numbers have been manufactured and blown out to the mainstream media 24/7. It is the Ordo chaos, and the solution to the chaos is and All drugs and natural remedies against have been suppressed. Multiple studies have shown that vitamin C and vitamin D prevents it from entering the cells, and that the drug kills the virus. Now, the whole world is locked down because of Corona, and now the elite is pushing the message that vaccine and ID is the solution to the attack of the vicious virus, Corona.
The work on a vaccine, although that probably will take 18 months, that's going full speed ahead. Our foundation is funding that. We're looking at getting vaccines to everyone in the world. So in the long run, that is the key thing. The work on a vaccine, although that probably will take 18 months, that's going full speed ahead. Our foundation is funding that. We're looking at getting vaccines to everyone in the world. So in the long run, that is the key thing.
Now, don't get me wrong. It is not that I don't care or I don't feel empathy with the sick. If your immune function is impaired and you are sick from the virus, these two drugs in combination will successfully kill the virus. And no, this is not my own idea, but I'm referring to a French medical study which came out recently. Multiple videos have been taken down from all platforms for sharing this information. Ordo is symbolized by the esoteric number 33, and the Illuminati just love to show each other that they control the situation by using the number in combination with the. At the same time, they are laughing at the disgusting general population who don't have a clue what the illuminated worthy few have planned for them. My friends, there is a forerunner for the. Jesus said as an end time sign, you will be hated by all men. In the coming years, people will be persecuted for not getting, regularly obtaining the proper. Christians refusing, and will be held accountable for the lockdown and the worldwide financial crisis. Severe restrictions of all kinds, including fines and imprisonment, will gradually be implemented. There are many other false flag attacks than the few I mentioned here, and many will come in the future, but I hope this video will enable you to recognize the Hegelian dialectic, Ordo and evil false flag attacks. Notice how there is an extreme focus on terrorist attacks in the media and Hollywood imposing hate and fear towards these horrible Muslims. We are being brainwashed to hate and fear Muslims. Some years back the communists were the bad guys, but today it's the Muslims. Ask yourself why. I wouldn't be surprised if a Third World War gets initiated by a false flag attack, allowing the elite to look good when they start destroying the Muslim countries in the Middle East. I'll come back to that. Think about it.